Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Disco Plays! And then we try something a little different here. So, having 12 characters that I need to kind of keep on top of in order to make content using them, and they can do relevant stuff. As you can probably imagine, doing the world bosses is kind of a big deal, because one, they have a really great legendary chance. They also have potential to drop some really nice things, not particularly this one. But as I was out and about and getting started with doing the world bosses, I thought, maybe it's a good idea for a video, because a lot of the dailies lack one important feature, and that's the chance of getting any good loot. Doing Mythic Plus is great at the end of the week. At the start of the week, though, you know, actually doing the run itself is usually not going to reward me that much. Also, when I stream this, it kind of takes a very long time, you know, flying backwards and forwards. So there's 2 world bosses up right now. I have done it on some characters, so I thought we'd make this into a video, see if we get any nice loot, and then I could chop out all the garbage flying around. Maybe we'll have some fun with this. If you don't want to see this stuff, you just let me know in the comments, man. I don't mind. And we'll see whether or not you guys are interested in seeing if we get any fat loots, or whether or not I'll just be supremely unlucky, which is often the case. So we have 3 tanks here. No one's pulling. These guys have got a little amount of time to go before I just pull. And don't make me click the button, man, because I will. I kind of want to play my Demon Hunter. I have a weird relationship with my Demon Hunter. I just killed the other boss. Is that I keep thinking, because I've done the mage towers on him, because he's like Keystone Master, because he's like smashed most raid content, that he's really overgeared, and he's not, actually. He's 915, he's not terrible by any means, and he's got another point of concordance ready to go. But I do generally feel like this guy's like 920 something, like my druid is, because he's done the similar amounts of content and similar challenges, but that tends to not be the case. We have a healer. Are we going? Oh yeah, you're going for us, are you? Okay, well, let's go ham. It's kind of a weird pull, but never mind. I just my Demon Hunter is actually also, no joke, just one of the most unlucky characters I have. Like, he got the anger, the Demon Blade ring like straight away, and I was like, oh cool, we got this really sweet ring. Maybe we're gonna get good luck from this, and it turned out no, not all. Everything I've got both Kill Jaden's trinkets on this guy now. I've got Burning Wish, and I've got Archmon's Hatred Reborn, which is a good trinket, by the way. I mean, it helped me out massively when I was doing my Vengeance challenge, was to have that. So no real complaints. Just would have been nice. It would have been nice not to have that. I often call the Demon Hunter the best choice for casual play. I still stand by that, actually. I still think that is very, very, very true. If I was like... in fact, we had someone in the street today. It's like, I'm not interested in raiding. I'm not interested in doing anything. What do you think? Can I have some Fury, please? Just some would be fine, you know? A little bit. Just a little bit would be good. Oh, someone got a Lego. Someone got the Master Harvester. Nothing for Daddy, though. We're not going to coin roll this one, so it's on to the next character. Alright, balance is up next. We're going to kill Sivash. Oh, don't you hate when you join a group and it's just died? The nightmare. My druid's pretty much in decent shape. You see, this is 922, this guy. Oh, that's an Umbral Moonglaves, though. Let's get rid of that. Let's put on some balance trinkets. Oh, I don't have a really good balance trinket. Ah... Really irritating, actually. Like, yeah, so he's 920, which is pretty nice, actually. No big complaints from me there. He isn't using the best Legos, but he's decent enough. He's all he's very mishmashed, and I think this is something that a lot of people just don't get, is 920 is a decent item level, no complaints there, but the stats, they make a big difference. Like, having a good stat, you know, a high item level piece with good stats compared to just a high item level piece is a world of difference, especially when you magnify that by every character slot. So, let's hope Sivash respawns quickly. We've got a nice big raid. We should be able to kill this pretty quickly. I'm AoE spec'd as well, so maybe we could do a little cheese on that. This guy is due a legendary, actually. He is due a legendary. So, maybe we're going to get lucky here. Maybe not. I might run a Mythic Plus on this guy afterwards. I was only planning to do like 4 Mythic Plus this week, because we've done most of the Mage Tower challenges. So all I did was Mythic Plus on my main, obviously, and the characters that still needed a Mage Tower doing, because any little bit helps, man. Any little bit helps while we get through those challenges and get them done. I'm mostly worried about my warrior, if I'm being honest. My warrior is... I don't know, I hear bad things. That's all I'm going to say. I hear bad things. So we are pulling. Thankfully we are pulling. which is what I was hoping for. Too many times I sit here with my guns ready to fire, and nobody wants to fire with me. Oh, we're using a Bloodlust. This is handy. Appropriately timed Bloodlust, best Bloodlust. Can we get dots on this guy? Of course, we get stunned for our trouble. That's alright. No one tanking these, huh? Alright. Good. Good. More DPS for me, I suppose. Maybe I can get Alchemy procs up this. It was all part of the tactical plan, guys. It was definitely all part of the tactical plan. Some of you might notice I have tweaked my balance UI a little bit. I'm going to be redoing my entire UI. I'm going to be transferring probably over to weak auras. That way it solves a lot of problems with people getting my UI who just want it to look similar, as they can import the weak auras. Not only that, someone was acting up today. Something with the new updates caused it to not be ideal. Not what I want it to do, anyway. Which, in terms of add-ons, the only reason I haven't switched to Tell Me When until now is because I had no reason to. It did everything I wanted it to do. But today, it finally stopped doing it. Ah! No loot. Coin roll. Denied. Alright. On to Nidhogg. And we're coming in for landing on Nidhogg, and he's already pulled. Tremendous. Let's hope this guy isn't soloing this. No, there's another Moonkid over there, so we should be okay. Hopefully. Maybe. I've done this sometimes before, where I turn up here and... yeah. It's just some guy who's been soloing it for like 20 minutes. And there's not much fun to be had, you know? It does feel like I'm going to get targeted by absolutely everything. You might be wondering what Legos am I hoping for. I'm still kind of hoping for loofahs on this one. Did my wife sneak into shot while not wearing any pants? Okay, I'll check it, don't worry. I'll have to check that later if my wife just came into shot while not wearing any pants. Because she's feisty, you know? When she hears me recording these videos for you guys, it really tickles her belt. I'm joking. It annoys the shit out of her. Like, you coming to bed yet or what? Like, no, I've got to do my world bosses. You can't force me. There might be an orange inside this guy. There might be an orange inside this guy. I need to get it. Ah! I got this, guys. The Sunfire will carry us to victory. Alright, Nidhogg, what do you got? I received a oh, that's the AP. Okay, nothing there. Let's move on. Well, Monkey Monk up next! I'm not due anything on the Monk, I don't think. I just recently got the class ring, which I'm not going to use here, because I have the Empress Capacitor, and I have the braces. All good, all good. And I actually have, one point concordance ready to go. This new AP thing, we got AK-42 today, as you can see there. We got AK-42 before the US, for some reason. I don't know why. The American guys were pretty pissed. Pretty pissed when they saw that this morning on stream, is that we already had AK-42 and they don't. But either way, that is what it is. But like, concordance levels are just flooding in now, and it really makes me feel grim, because one of the big helps that I had in the Mage Towers was getting concordance. For every character that was severely undergeared, I had concordance to sort of help out there, which was great, don't get me wrong. So let's go. Hopefully we're gonna get stunned straight away. I should pay attention to that. Alright, good. During Storm, Earth and Fire. Awesome. Tremendous. Just the best news. Exactly what I was hoping for. It is what it is. Now, what is the tank gonna pull these ads in? I doubt it, right? I doubt it. I only had one charge of Storm, Earth and Fire. Did I use both? Don't feel like I did, but there you go. It is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. I see that bubbles over there, man. Not this time. Not this time. I wonder if this counts for karma damage. I don't know. It's all these little tricky intricacies that I love finding out about the classes that I just don't know about. I would love to know whether that counts. I really doubt it does, though. I really doubt it does, but it would be nice. Crackling Jade, Sith Lord. Such a weird legendary. I want to play with those ads. Can you just bring them over just for a second? Just for a little second? Oh, another Lego for this, man. Yeah, Sky Renthier. Grats. Void Form increases shadow damage dealt by initial 3%. Ooh. Let's coin. AP. Ah. On to Nidhogg. Alright, just touched down at Nidhogg. It doesn't look like there's a tank. So, daddy time. Time to be the big tank. Ugh. I'm gonna reload. No, I'm not gonna reload my UI. I'm just gonna go in. Fuck it. I don't really care. Oh, I changed my keybinds. One weird thing, because I did the Brewmaster Challenge recently, as you might be aware. One weird thing that I did was actually alter my keybinds for a lot of buttons, which you might find really weird. Even I find it strange, but like Keg Smash in particular, I had Keg Smash on a button that didn't sit well with where I would ordinarily have the ability that is what Keg Smash would be. So it was triggering me to no end, and it was even causing me mistakes. So it's now where like Avenger's Shield would be, or it's not Shield Slam because I can't change Shield Slam because I've always had Shield Slam where I have Shield Slam. So that's not going to change by any means. But you can see I keep spamming 4. That's where Keg Smash used to be. It used to be on 4 for me, and it was driving me mad that it didn't feel comfortable when I was doing a more DPS style approach. And therefore I had to change it. It had to go, man. It had to go. I just decided to switch it up. Oh, double legendaries there. The Great Storm Zai. Congratulations to that, man. That's awesome. And Kapla! Kapla! The Eridar War Defense. But nothing for us. And of course, we're not going to coin this guy. So, this is my life, ladies and gentlemen. This is my life. It's just a lot of bosses and not a lot of shinies. Welcome back, everybody. I just finished my Mythic Plus. I was doing it on my Blood DK, as the guys needed a tank, and it's all done and dusted. Many people ask why I don't show off Mythic Plus with my friends and instead do the Pug Life thing. Well, honestly, we just did a plus 8 and an 11, 0 deaths. Healer never had to drink. It's so dull when you do it with good players. It's so dull that I honestly can't subject you to it. Nothing happens. What I probably will do... I am dual legendary in this guy, but there we go. What I probably will do is show one once on a TDP so you guys understand where I'm coming from, is that it's the most uneventful thing you've ever seen in your life. It makes a plus 11 or whatever look like a plus 0. It's hard to finish with the Paladin, but there's a guy who seemingly is accidentally solo pulled Nidhogg there, and is not doing well. He's not doing well. Oh, this is the best, man. There's no greater feeling in this game than walking up to a world boss and it's like nearly dead. It's just like, hey, I'll help out. Get out of it. Unleashed monstrosities for daddy. Oh, grats to you, Fathan. Congratulations to you, getting your Coralon's Burning Touch. What a happy chap he's going to be. But again, just AP for us. Another Concordance level, though. No complaints, I suppose. Time for some Shadow Priest action. I have Dungeon Specs, so we've got Misery and stuff. But I'm hoping for a Dis Legendary. I got a Legendary not too long back. You guys probably remember I got Velen's Future Sight. But I don't have a complementary Dis Lego. Like, I've got really good Shadow ones. I have the Belt and I have Cephas. But what I want is a really complimentary Dis Lego to go along with that. And I don't have that yet, so that's what I'm hoping for. But I don't think I'm due on, maybe. I do have the 4-piece. My Shadow Priest is in a pretty good shape. His gear's not high level. He's 913, which I know for some of you is very high level, but comparatively to what my other characters get, it's not that high. But he's okay. I would certainly... I can push him a lot more. He's ready to be pushed a lot more. Maybe get some nice sweet items. Right, let's pop off. Every time. Every time. Every time. I was number 1 as well. Every time. I'm really working down these ads, though. Who cares about the boss, right? It's all about the ads, man. Are you cheesing the ads properly? Because if you're not, then what are you doing here, honestly? When you're as good a player as me, when you can just click multi-dot on all the things, that's when you know you're in a good place. Oh, give me the extra Void Torrent. More ads? I'll Void Torrent this. I'll be a nice guy for now. I think I've dominated the damage enough for everybody. Bonus loot. Nothing. Nidhogg might hold some better for us. Something better. He's dead. Rip. Rip the dream. Rip. I got in at just the wrong time, I think. There was only like 16 people in this group, but I got absolutely dicked on it. One thing people have been asking me is, am I doing Argus on every alt? No, man. No. I've done it on 3, and I'm really, really done with it. Like, it's just so uninteresting. It's so uninteresting. Maybe when the story gets a bit better, but it's like Suramar for me. It feels a bit like Suramar, like doing it multiple times. Even though I managed to get all 12 through the Broken Shore relatively easily and relatively quickly, it's because it opened up much more quickly and less traveling involved and all that kind of stuff. As well as that, though, there's more to it. It's like, I know we get legendaries from the caches and the rares and stuff like that. I've heard that that's like the new legendary go for. It's not as satisfying as the caches. I don't think so. There was always kind of a bit of fun in opening the caches. And I don't feel that in Argus. It doesn't feel exciting. It just feels like it's like farming Stormheim is what it feels like in terms of questage. So I'm not digging it as much. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's just doing it 12 times. Ugh. Over time, I'm sure I'll manage it. But as it stands right now, hell no. Hell no, not for me. Oh, straight back into Void Form. Nice. Wish I had Mindbender for some longer Void Forms. It'd be nice. My damage would be so much higher. But it is what it is. We deal with what we've got. You see the difference it makes when you can't multi-dot, especially when you're in dungeon spec. Ah, come on, man. Jeez. Because I decided to record this, like, the loot drops are just the worst. The absolute worst. Usually we get something. But not today, man. Let's see what we can get out of this. Hopefully something good. Hopefully something good. Probably not though, right? Probably not. We'll see. I kind of like my sub-rogue a little bit now. I've definitely got more into it. I guess if anything, I'm a little disappointed that... Like, I forgot the name of the ability, actually. Oh, I haven't got death from above on my bars. God damn it. I just finished the mage tower on this guy. So I was using something else. Shit. Oh, my damage is going to be terrible compared to what it could potentially be. I'll sort that out for Nidhogg, though, so we can have a reasonable damage. In fact, this boss is going to take for ages. Let's drag this down. Come on, God damn it! I'm being beat by DK's rule now. Do you know how sad that is? Do you understand how sad that is? You don't. And I wasn't able to claw it back at the last minute either. God damn it. Nidhogg, man, you're gonna get punished. Nidhogg, you're getting punished. You're getting absolutely punished because of that. As it turns out, I've already killed Nidhogg on my rogue earlier in the week for some reason. I think I needed AP or something before doing a mage tower, so I did it before this world boss came up. So I guess I owe you guys some good quality sub action to stop you guys from trolling me after I know the comments were always like, dude, really? Well, you can see what I actually did was replace Death from Above with Bloodlust for the mage tower, for the sub mage tower. So I did it without Death from Above is how I did it, because I found it much easier. And I didn't respec, it's the eye challenge. And like on Havoc, I respect in between the fights, and I didn't do that for the rogue. I just went straight into it and managed to kill it that way. I would have respect if I was struggling, but yeah, there you go. There you go. Life's a bitch. What are you gonna do? Hopefully, we're gonna pull. All Bloodlust. Let's get it going on. Let's kill. I'm not gonna cheese this one, Shadow Priest style. I mean, I want to, but I'm not going to. Ah, okay. I just learned something interesting. Is that if you... I don't usually play Ascendance, because typically I do Mythic Plus on this guy. Is that if you Stormkeeper with Ascendance, you don't actually get to do it. So that kind of sucks. I mean, I'm going to Chain Lightning. I mean, that's not cheesing, right? I mean, that's just what the rotation would be at this point. It gives me more... it gives me more Maelstrom to DPS with. So I'm going to take that as a free win. I'm going to Stormkeeper now, just for the sake of not being a big cook. There it is. Yeah, not due anything particularly on this guy, I don't think. How is he doing for legendaries? Let's have a quick look before we swap over to Nidhogg. I do have this for Ellie, and I have the rest of the one. So I kind of want some enhancement stuff. Yeah, I am selected to Enhancement. I don't have a good Enhancement pairing. I do have the Roots of Shaldrasil and the Bloodless Helmet, which is really good. You might be wondering why am I not wearing the Earthquake stuff. I'd have to take the legs off, and my other legs are 855. That ain't happening, bro. That ain't happening whatsoever. So let's move over to Nidhogg and see what he's got for us. And of course, Nidhogg is dead. I think this is the last kill we have to do in this video for this episode. I've already done it on my Warlock and my Warrior in Mage Tower preparation to get those guys ready. So they're going to be absent from this video. And we've... I mean, the whole point of me shooting this one is that we could show us getting some nice loots. And that's not the way it's worked out. But sometimes it's like that. It tends to come with like a waterfall. Is that you'll do the world boss rounds. Obviously, I've done these many, many times now. Is that you'll do these rounds and then suddenly you just get showered in loot. And other times, not so much. Not so much. It just doesn't seem to work out that way. I got the Bloodless debuff, which is a bummer, so no big, huge damage today. Proc, please. I can Flame Shock on the move. Not bad. So it's a little unfortunate that it is going to be that way for us today, but unless we get something wonderful from here, who knows, maybe the gods will see fit, right? Maybe the gods will see fit to bless us with something, but my hopes are not with us today as I look upon Nidhogg's falling health bar and to hope for something. But I do want to keep the gameplay varied on the dailies. I don't want it to just be like M+. We're obviously coming to the end of the Mage Towers. I've been thinking I'd love to see us suggest anything you'd really want to see me do. I know many of you will suggest like full pug raids. I do tend to do that anyway on stream quite a lot, but I could... It depends on time. Like, this is, you know, this takes a fair bit of time with all the stuff I have to do in between. But I could maybe try and get in a pug raid or something, but that's going to be few and far between, for sure. It's certainly not going to be something I'm able to do on a regular basis. So I'd love to show off, obviously, a variety of classes. And obviously the different affixes that come in Mythic Plus. But I still want to try some other things. Lots of people have been hassling me today about the new hidden mounts and have I done it. As somebody who isn't a mount collector, it's like one of the furthest things... I got a Vantus rune. Oh, Miriam got Velen's Future Sight. That's awesome. I really like when I see people getting legendaries. Have I done that mount? As somebody who doesn't collect mounts? No. It's the answer to that question. No. Requires the Warden's Revere. Does it now? That's interesting. No, I haven't. As somebody who doesn't collect mounts, it doesn't really appeal to me that much. But it might make an interesting episode of TDP, so I'm thinking about doing that anyway. But for now, there we go. That's the World Boss cycle. We were missing a few classes, so I can assure you they didn't get anything either. If you were wondering. They didn't get anything either. The ones that were missing, I believe, actually, I might not have done it on my mage. Has the big dog not done it? My main character? Potentially. We'll have a quick look now. But I think he has. I usually try and get this stuff done on my mage so that I'm as good as I can potentially be for raiding. Is the only reason. Let's have a quick look. No, I haven't. Okay. No, I haven't. Have I done it on this one? I haven't. Oh, okay. So we'll do it on the mage. I'll head down there now. She's dead. That's okay. I'm quite chuffed with this. I never get to play my mage for the daily. The only reason for that is typically I get everything done on my mage ASAP. We raid on a Wednesday, resets on a Wednesday, so we kind of log in, we get everything done. It's one of the first things we do on the stream on a Wednesday is get my mage through absolutely everything. Although I have been slacking a little bit purely because he doesn't need anything anymore. You can see like his bags. A lot of people ask me like, why are you carrying so much gear? Because traditionally I keep my bags extremely tidy, very tidy, and usually I carry like a fifth of this many items, but I am using every single item here in one form or another. Yes, even Ice Time gets to see some play sometimes. Since 7.3 actually, since 7.3 I've had to mix and match a hell of a lot of stats, considering I'm playing Fire in a few bosses in Tomb of Sargeras. Everyone's leaving this one. Should we find another one? I'm always hoping when I do this kind of content on my mage that the guys are going to bloodlust for me. But I'm playing Fire for a couple of bosses. I'm playing different kinds of Frost for a couple of bosses. All these things are coming in handy in one form or another. The only one that isn't actually I can bank again is this. This is a really awkward item. Dark Hills Dragonfire Diadem. I've wanted this ever since Legion started. Like from day one, because we started as a Fire Mage in Legion. And this helm, I just desperately wanted it. I finally got it about 3 weeks ago. and was really over the moon, but had no cause to use it at the time. So I left it in my bags for a couple of weeks before an opportunity came up to actually try it out in I think it was like a Mythic, a 17 cost, something like that. And I used the Dragon's Breath once, and I didn't realize that it actually has essentially like a 40-yard range on Dragon's Breath. Which means you just AoE everything for like, it's something like 35 or 40 yards. It's really crazy. And it just pulled everything. And I just instantly took it off and was like, okay, that thing's kind of cool. It's also extremely dangerous because it can like hit through walls and stuff like that. So I really wish I had this when we were doing Hellion Mythic. That would have been a lot of fun. Well, here we are, and we don't have it. So, a little bit of a shame. Now, hopefully we can do some impressive damage here. Hopefully we're not going to get proc blocked. That was just something that could definitely happen to a Frost Mage. Is that nobody's bloodlusting me? There we go. So, we'll hope and pray that we can actually do some nice damage here. Who knows? Sometimes you can play a Frost Mage, and anybody who's played a Frost Mage seriously will tell you is that occasionally you just don't get the procs, and that's it, man. Your damage is just considerably weaker as a result. Like now, when you're getting, like, Frostbolt spam. I mean, it feels like forever for me. I know it's not. I know it's not actually forever. We're going to Blizzard on here so we can reset Frozen Orb better. Whoop, look at that reset. So good. Just like I'm playing Mistress Sazine. Just attacking, casting Blizzard. It's all good, man. It's all good. But one thing that definitely blows people's minds about this is a pretty average pull, I'd say, for my Frost Mage. Reasonably average, not too good, not too bad. Is people go like, what the hell? How do you do so much damage? But you can actually see from the way I play, there's a few things I'm doing to like make my DPS a little bit higher, such as waiting for like a lot of procs, or at least one proc, at least a flurry proc before I fire off my Frozen Orb, because my set bonus gives me a nice big 10% extra damage when I do that. And also, trying to make sure I don't waste any Ice Lances at all. Trying not to waste Blizzard casts as well. Blizzard casts are the absolute worst. Because what can often happen is, every time I get a Flurry proc, that's that thing in the middle, that actually lowers the cooldown on my Frozen Orb, ties into the set bonuses again. And what happens, is if you cast Blizzard, but you could have casted a Frostbolt, which would have given you like better downtime. That's the kind of thing that you learn at Mistress Sazine, is like really trying to make sure none of that is wasted. So let's go off to Nidhogg and see what we've got waiting for us there. All right, for our last kill of the day, I never know now if I'm due anything on my mage. I'm not sure what the new values of legendary drops are. I think maybe doing the Argus stuff has an enhanced chance, because there's so many less physical chances. Like, there's so many less chances without the Broken Shore caches that I think that the Argus stuff probably has a reasonably high chance of giving a Lego. So I've done quite a lot of Argus. I'm doing quite well there. We're halfway through Honored with Army of the Light. We're friendly there. I haven't done the thing with the alts and sending the tokens backwards and forwards. I haven't done that. I'm not that into doing that. All I'm going to get is a rune really quickly. I'm not too bothered about that. So we'll see what's going to happen. Right, Nidhogg's here. Hopefully this group's going to fill it real fast. There we go. Something on the Bloodlusters. I don't want to use mine, you know. I want to save mine so I can hop off. I've got 5 minutes on the debuff anyway, so never mind. That will not be our day. We'll have to go Bloodlust free. Which is cool. Give me some procs, man. I don't want to move with a procless, like it showed. I wonder if I can get resets off these. I got 2 hits. Not really worth casting. So you can see, like, when I Frozen Orb like that, I want to stack all my cooldowns up, so it pops off like that. That's what I'm trying to do, is every Frozen Orb, I want it to at least have a flurry to go with it. Just little things like that is how you just get that little extra creamy gravy out of your Frost Mage, if you've got the set bonuses. Other than that, it's just gear that gives you the extra damage. Nothing else. There we go. We didn't even get an item, though. I feel like sometimes the game knows if I'm filming what I'm doing, but there you go. We got no items. We got 1 item across all characters this week. That's 24 goes at getting something from a world boss, including Nidhogg, which will only be the 860 stuff. And we got one item. We got one in 24. Which is not average by any means. I'm sure I'm being teased because of filming this. But, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see this so we can see the waterfall? Or is it just like, why would I want to watch you get no loot over and over again? And I feel really sad. You guys let me know. Anyway, I'll see you again. Bye-bye.